It's all tied up. Milwaukee Bucks versus Phoenix Suns. Coming into this final series, we had some NBA fans complaining about it being the most boring finals matchup ever, or whatever they're complaining about. But after Game 4, it's really heating up, and if you're bored, you don't like basketball. In this video, I'll be reviewing the finals so far and how I think the rest of it will play out. Both of these finals teams have so much on the line. Two great teams, but this could be the closest to get to a championship for a very long time. No guarantees that they'll be back here anytime soon if we're being honest. When Giannis signed his 5-year extension, many questioned, including myself, questioning how high the Bucks ceiling really was and how Giannis didn't sign with another team. Chris, Drew, and all those guys alongside the two-time MVP put together is a great team, but far from a super one. A championship can make Giannis look like a genius in resigning and continue his path of becoming an all-time great, quieting all the doubters. The light from the Phoenix Suns before this year had been pretty dim, the only bright spots being Devin Booker and eventually DeAndre Ayton. And I've already made a video a while back on how signing and bringing in Chris Paul really saved their franchise, putting them in immediate contention like they haven't seen for a very long time. CP3 can finally get his ring, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Mikal Bridges can all win their first one pretty early on. A lot is on the line in these NBA Finals. We're in for a treat. But in the start of these NBA Finals, it looked pretty one-sided. The mid-range shot is really looked down upon in today's NBA. Layups and dunks are just easier and three-pointers are worth more. But the mid-range shot is so important to diversify your offensive attack, and it's especially important in the playoffs. You can win a game with that shot alone, and when you're hitting tough ones, you can demoralize the defense. We saw this in Game 1 of this series. We witnessed a Phoenix massacre on the Bucks defense, getting whatever they wanted, hunting out specific guys, the bigs in Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis. And when you're switching everything versus Chris Paul and Devin Booker, you're just setting up your guys for failure. They simply can't hang with them. And Book and CP3 took advantage of this matchup and then some. Suns go up 1-0. Game 2, the Bucks cracked down on the screens and didn't allow the all-star backcourt to go as crazy, bringing help from the three-point line, but bringing that help allowed the Suns to go 20 for 40 from the three-point line. Giannis drops 42 and 12, but the lack of help from Chris and Drew killed any hope for the Bucks at all. Suns go up 2-0, but Game 3 is where we saw the series really turn around. Giannis drops another 40 and 10, first guy to put up back-to-back 40-point 10-rebound games since Shaq in the early 2000s, and that's not bad company at all for Giannis. Drew has his best game in the series and the Bucks get their first win. And in Game 4, Giannis passed the 40-point juice over to K-Mid, and we witnessed one of the best blocks in finals history. It's all tied up and we're now going back to Phoenix. For Phoenix, they will need Chris Paul to get his groove back, but it'll be tough to shake Drew. Cream City can't allow these switches to happen so easily. For Milwaukee, Chris and Drew would need to help out Giannis. We know the Greek Freak will be as dominant as he wants to. Drew Holiday throughout this playoff run has been pretty bad offensively, but you can always rely on him to be his elite defensive self, and he's been Chris Paul's primary defender throughout these finals, disrupting him whenever he can. It's just a best of 3 now for this series. We will see a lot of big and small adjustments from both teams, and this championship will be a lot and mean a lot for all the players in this series. When Giannis Antetokounmpo entered the league, no one expected him to be this good. Not a back-to-back MVP, Defensive Player of the Year in one of those seasons, 5-time All-NBA and All-Star, 4-time All-Defense, plus many more accolades that should be coming his way over the years. He's one of the most likable guys in the league, comes back every single year better than the year before, no matter how many times people try to discredit him. Winning this championship as the clear best player not only on his team but in the series could do wonders for his already very impressive career. Chris Paul is one of the most complete point guards of all time, from his handle to his scoring ability to being a 9-time all-defensive member, elite playmaking and passing ability. He's really got it all in his bag. A ring on his finger could be the cherry on top of an already Hall of Fame career. Devin Booker was slammed for years for having empty stats. Now he could be on the team that many consider being the best player on that team, on a championship team. Some may argue him as the best player, and going from that to being a guy who apparently has empty stats could be very, very impressive. D.A. and Mikal could be the first to win out of the stacked 2018 draft class. A lot is on the line for all of these guys. They want it bad. Tonight's Game 5 is big in this series. After tonight, a team will be 1 game away from the championship. I'm pulling for the Bucks. Who you got? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Rashad with Hoops Times 2. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, and the like button if you enjoyed this video. Peace out. it.